In the first, especially in the first few days after the attack, and then as the administration has developed its response, we as media critics have been looking really carefully at the sources on the news programs. I mean, it's something we look at all the time, but it's crucial at a time like this. Who gets to speak? Who gets to come on and give their opinion? And what we found is that, well, in the early days, we were hearing a lot from, when it was really a response to the attack, we were hearing a lot from rescue workers and from people on the street, just sort of average folks who'd been impacted. And that coverage, much of it was poignant and was thoughtful and certainly was gripping as we were just trying to find out anything. As the story transformed from a story about the attack to a story about the response, the source, we started to see the parade of old generals again. We started to see the former politicians and the retired military officials and the current military officials. Should those people be included in the media conversation? Absolutely. But what's the impact of having the conversation about our response, while our response is still being formulated, having that conversation be shaped utterly by military perspectives? Well, what that leaves out, of course, is the wide range of people who are regional specialists, who are not just activists, but also historians, also advocates, also refugee workers, and on and on and on, who believe that we have to spend energy looking for a non-military response, who believe emphatically that if what we want to do is keep something like this terrorist attack from happening again, then it is specifically those non-military, diplomatic, human rights responses that we have to look at. That perspective is largely off the screen. You can find it in some print media sometimes, but television have done horribly in presenting the idea that there is anything other than a military response possible here. Once we're at war, it's going to be too late. You know, we have to talk about the various options early on, and it is not unpatriotic to do that.